I'm not sure if I showed you this earlier, but you want to get the pink RV and marine antifreeze. So the difference between this and the regular like automotive antifreeze is you could probably ingest some of this and it won't kill you. I'm sure if you drink this whole gallon it would kill you, but if there's a little bit of, a trace amount of antifreeze left in the lines and you drink or get some of the water into your system with the antifreeze, it's not going to kill you. So I think that's the major difference. So I got 3 gallons here. Now, normally 3 gallons is my normal, 2.5, 3 gallons. It may be a little overkill for some, but I'd rather have too much than not enough in the lines. Being we are in the Northeast and it does get very cold, and any water that's left in the lines, it could freeze and then thaw out, which causes the pipings to expand and contract, and it could cause leaks or cracks. So I'm going to go ahead and put this into the freshwater tank here. Just pour it in a little into the funnel. Go in, turn the pump on, pressurize the lines, run it through all the lines, the sinks, the shower, the toilet, the outside faucet, the fresh water, or the RV water intake over here. You want to make sure it comes out through there as well. So you just want to make sure there's antifreeze in all the lines. Just mix it with whatever water is in there, and there really isn't any water in there. I may have put in a couple gallons to test the fix I put on that small leak, but other than that, better safe than sorry with a little extra antifreeze. And if you get this at Walmart, it's like $3 a gallon or something like that. You don't have to go with the major brand or the the $5 gallons or whatever from some of the bigger stores. It's all the same stuff, in my opinion anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour that in. We'll go ahead and pressurize the lines, and we'll take you inside and we'll go through running it through the lines. And then I do pour some just down the drain itself into the P-traps. All right. I did put that half gallon or so in last week. I pressurized the lines, and I did run it through the sinks and the faucets and all that. But we're just going to go ahead and run some more through, since I just put 2.5 gallons into the tank. Just a little note, some people don't like to put antifreeze in their freshwater tank. It's not a big deal for us. We do sanitize it. In the springtime when we use it, we drain it. We put some water and some bleach in there, and we slosh it around. We do that 3 or 4 times to get the, just to make sure it's sanitized, all the antifreeze out and all the bleach out. And we'll go over that in the springtime. We'll do a de-winterizing video, an article. But so I've already went underneath the seat here, and I bypassed the water heater because I don't want to get the antifreeze into the water heater. And earlier, or in the other video, you can see that we drain the water heater, clean it out with the spray attachment. So what I'm going to do now is just going to turn the pump on somewhere, pressurize the line, and I'm going to go ahead and run antifreeze through all the sinks. Well, the sinks, both sinks, the kitchen and the bathroom. Run it through the shower lines, run it into the toilet, just to make sure there's antifreeze throughout the whole system. Then we want to also do the outside faucet and like I said earlier, the freshwater intake for like the campground, the hookup. So I got the line pressurized. I'm going to go turn it on real slow because there's going to be a lot of air in the lines. Now it's already going to run pink because of the little bit I put in before. And you can hear the pump catching up. So that's running a pretty good color there. So that's cold water. You want to do it on the hot water side too. Again. So that's good there. So that's the hot and the cold. You want to make sure you run it through both lines because you got hot and cold water lines going on through the system. So I'm just going to wipe up my little splash there. So in here, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to take some of the antifreeze, and And I'm just going to pour it down the sink so it stays in the P-trap. Even though there's probably some in there from when we just ran it in through the faucet, but it's not going to hurt to put a little extra down there. I'm going to do the same to the other side too. I just want to take this stuff out. And this, I'm going to run a little bit extra in than what I poured into the other side, because we don't really use this one as much. So that I'm just going to add a little extra in there just in case. And that should be good. Okay, so I'm just going to leave these two here. I'm going to come back later with some paper towels and dry that up. Go into the bathroom. It's not bad. This is November 6th, I think. And it's surprisingly warm. Right now we're in Lady T. It's, I don't know if you can see that, 67 degrees. It's probably almost 70 degrees outside. It's been a very warm week here in the Northeast. Alright, so now we're in the bathroom. I'm going to turn the hot water on here and let that run for a sec. See, it's working its way through the pipes. And we got a nice bright pink right there. So I'm going to shut that off. Go to the other side. And we got a nice bright pink there. And again here, I'm going to pour a little extra down the drain. Not too much. I think it's pretty good. Here in the toilet, you can see I already have some pink in here from before. So, but I'm still going to run a little extra through the lines. See, it's coming out nice and pink there. I want to get a little bit into the tank down below, just to coat the bottom, because just in case there's a little water stuck in there. But we cleaned that out pretty good. So we got some good bright color pink there. That means it's all the way through the lines. Now you want to leave that in there, just like you want to leave water in there when during normal use. And I'll check on it, you know, through the winter, but it shouldn't evaporate or disappear. If it does disappear, it means you probably got a problem with the seal. But this is a new toilet because we had that problem last year. So the bathroom is all set. I'm going to turn around here and go to the shower. Okay. So again here we're going to turn the hot water on. I should turn the light on, but it'll be fine. It's running nice and pink there. Shut that off. Turn the cold on. And that's running nice and pink there. So that is good. And I'm gonna let that hang, and then once it dries off a bit, I'll put it up on the holder there for the winter. As with, I'm sure with most RV showers, this drains really, really slow. So it will drain, and I got a squeegee to help get it all down the drain, and then we'll pour a little extra down there as well. So let's go to the outside. Not everybody has an outside sprayer. If you go back to our videos, you can see that we actually replaced the faucet here because it was cracked or whatever, leaking. So the pump is already on. So I'm going to turn, again, we're going to go with the hot and cold. And just run it through until we see some good pink color. And that's good there. Turn that off, turn the other side on, do the same thing. And that's good with that. We're driving the water pump crazy. And then we go to the back to the other side, to the freshwater intake. If you were to hook up to a campground or something, you do want to get a little bit of water, a little bit of pink out here. And it's very tough because it's pressurized. So I'm just kind of sticking my finger into the nozzle there. You can see a little bit coming out, and that's good enough for me. I'll put the cap back on, and that's all there is for the antifreeze. And that's all I'm going to do for the day. So I'm just going to run the generator for a little while, and then I'll park it back on the street, and this weekend we'll put it away.